Hello everyone, my name is Phawx. Once again we're taking a look at the GPD Win Max. This is GPD's answer to a gaming laptop, obviously still handheld. Here we are playing Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Over on the Discord I've been telling people that I've been recording at 20 watts. Someone asked why don't I record at 25 watt. Mostly because I plan on showing performance what I think would be a worthwhile TDP to worthwhile TDP to actually use while out and about, because we're limited by the amount of battery that we have on here, which is a 57 watt hour battery. Here are the specs of the settings of Assassin's Creed Odyssey that I have. It is running at 800p, however we are running a 50% resolution scale, so it is half of that, and then everything else is off or set to low. So I'll go ahead and continue my game. While that loads, here you can see, let me bring this down a bit so you can see. Here is our current frame rate, temperature of the chip itself, our current TDP, my power limit that I set is 25.125, the GPU clock, and total system power. That's a positive number because I am plugged in right now, and we're getting closer to it being filled up, so it's almost near 100%, so it's not going to charge that much. I will eventually go ahead and pull that plug out while we're recording in between this, just so you can see how much power it pulls at 25 watt. But this is the type of performance that you can expect while playing at 25 watt. You can also take a look in dipping into higher resolutions or less resolution scaling and see what that does in impacts. Running at this TDP, we should be using around 36 watts total. Complete system power, not just the chip itself, but everything. No block, only attack. It's important to note that this is a continuation of, I was playing Odyssey for a bit. I was also in Google's Stadia beta testing phase, which they gave this game away for free afterwards. So this is one of the reasons why I actually own the game. And one of the things they could do was, while you were playing the Stadia version and then finished up, your save file would transfer back to Uplay, and then it would also be added to your account. I really should have been playing more, but there was some things that I wasn't a big fan of, like the level scaling of everything around you. However, I heard that that can be turned off now, so I really should get back to this, because if you're going to play an RPG and level up, it should be based upon the region, so things should be region-based level, so that you can go back after being super powerful and then like destroy the place afterwards. That's typically how I like to play RPGs. So... Got him. Missed him. Oh. Boom, headshot. Yeah, take that. Take that. Thank you for my arrow back. I got strong arrows. Let's go ahead and get the eagle in here so we can see frame rate when we're drawing a whole bunch more. Since we're up here, let's go ahead and change the resolution scale just to see how that impacts us on performance. Well, that's neat. Let's go to resolution scale. Let's go bump it up to 80%. Click apply. Back out of this. Oh man, it looks so much better. And frame rate isn't... it's a bit worse. I felt a small hitch there. We're sacrificing 10% to go up that much. Might be worth it. It looks so much better. Let's see what it does with the eagle. Still not terrible. Low 20s. Oh, hitching. I think I would favor smoothness and blurry, chunky pixels. If I click my arrow back. Oh, that's neat. I didn't know that it would show you how much damage it was potentially going to do. Because that headshot was going to fustigate him. Alright, let's go ahead and take a look at full 800p low settings. Alright, apply, back out, back out. Okay, now we're at 800p. So very nice looking, even with low settings. And frame rate gets hurt a little bit more. I mean, truthfully, if you're just going to rock 80% resolution scale, you might as well just do 100. Because we're in like the same ballpark. I mean, truthfully, it's not terrible. I think I would prefer just 50% resolution scale, especially when action gets a little bit hairy. You can see that our temperatures are still pretty good. We briefly hit 70 degrees Celsius. We're at 68 degrees Celsius. This TDP is what all reviewers' prototypes are getting. They're getting 25 watt to 25 watt to 30 watt TDP is what the default is set for everybody. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm going to go back and go back down in resolution scale, just because I locked the frame rate. Now, obviously, this is not to say that this is how you should run the game. You could actually, you know, go through settings and see what costs more and what costs less, and see what is valuable, like what is the best bang for the buck settings. And even though we only lost, I mean, it is like a 30% difference here, right, in terms of how much performance we gain, and that translates to a more fluid feedback in terms of how we control the game. Overall, it's really worth it in my opinion, but I can understand why people would want image quality and sacrifice that 30% performance. Is 30% performance worth 100% more resolution? Probably. ¿Dónde está, statue? Make sure that we're focused. Good. Odyssey was really such a good game. I really should get back into it. I mean, if I was going to be plugged in, right? Like, if you're going to be plugged in, it's not a terrible experience. Because obviously you don't have to worry about being in a battery. Let's go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and unplug this. And we're going to see how bad things can get. Let's see, total system power. Okay, now it is updated. Oh, that was super bright. Let's refocus so that the color. Alright, so we can see that we're using nearly 36 watts. Our battery time says 506 minutes, but then drastically went down to 100 minutes, 90 minutes, basically like at an hour and a half right now. Obviously, this battery time is reflecting what this total system power is, so any fluctuations in this will directly impact this. It's basically saying, if we're going to be drawing this much power, this is how much time you have. And it's always going to be changing that based on whatever that is. So if that goes down or up a little bit, that battery time is going to fluctuate pretty wildly, and it's going to look like it's not super accurate. We would need a constant energy draw to kind of have any way to predict. But at this point, basically saying 25 watt TDP is going to give you an hour and a half of battery time. If an hour and a half of battery time is okay to you, then by all means go ahead and run at 25 watt all the time. I find that 20 watt is a better value proposition, because then you're going up to 2 hours and an extra 30 minutes for, like, I can't easily change this TDP down to 20 watt. XTU doesn't exist and throttle stop really isn't working. So I'd have to go back into the BIOS and set it to 20 watts so you can see the performance. I've already run it. Basically, we lose about 20% performance. We're in the low 20s. It basically what it is, like, so it's a 20%. So if we're at 20 watt, you do 25% up, but at 25 watt, with 20% reduction, it's pretty linear in its scale in terms of how much performance you lose. So it's a 20% reduction in performance for 30 minutes. I mean, these are things that you're going to have to, make those choices yourself, because you're going to have that ability to do it. And that's one of the things that I really enjoy about the Win series in general, is that there is, like, when you have the Nintendo Switch, when it's portable, you only can run it at 7 watt. Even though you could run it in its docked mode while portable, Nintendo won't let you because, obviously your battery life would be 7 minutes. But maybe someone wants to do that. And in this case, we can do that. And that's one of the, the benefits of having a computer portable. And something that's like this. I've been really enjoying the GPD Win Max. It's been a lot of fun. Here is Assassin's Creed running at 25 watt, just so you guys can see it. We would, like right now, at this particular point, we would be at around 20 FPS at a 20 watt TDP. And that is pretty low. Going to 25 watt, we are able to, get closer to 30 and have a better playability here, especially when we start increasing image quality. That greatly helps. So again, entirely going to be up to you how you want to drive your own Win Max when you do get one, if you do get one. So just wanted to show you guys that I can run it at 25 watt. If you saw my live stream of my unboxing, I was running that as well. But yeah, that's it. This is Assassin's Creed Odyssey. This is the type of performance you can expect on the GPD Win Max. As always, guys, thank you for your time, and thanks for watching.